Hello, this is Joanna from Krauser, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a Google Hangouts Meet for live teacher assistance for students and how to put your teacher live assistance link into your Google Classroom. So let's start. The first thing that you have to do is make sure that you are logging into Google with your district account, the communityisd.org account. Second step, you have two options. You can either go straight into the Meet icon, which I will show you in just a second. And the second option is go into your calendar. To reach the calendar, you have to go into calendar.google.com and select the date. The date doesn't really matter and the time doesn't really matter, but just create an event. I'm going to call my event Funkhauser Live Teacher Assistance. Like we said, we don't care a lot about the time right now because we are not going to be using this calendar event. What we are going to be using is the conferencing feature on that calendar event. So click and add conferencing. And then you will have this information. Click on the drop-down menu. The information that you're provided is number one, the link that your students are going to use to connect with you. And then down below, you have a phone number in case that they don't have a computer available. They can also dial this number and then enter the PIN number followed by the pound sign, and they can connect with you. Obviously, they are not going to be able to use the video feature of the Meet, but still they can call you to that number in your office hours. So save this information. And every time you go back into your calendar, if you click on the event, you will have this information available for you. So I am going to copy this information by doing Control C, and I am going to take that information into Google Classroom so I can share it with my students. Click on the waffle icon, go into Google Classroom, and if you are already using Google Classroom or if you're using it to create your different classes, then you are going to find all those classes tiles here. I'm going to use this PD Google Classroom. And make sure you're going into the class work where all the assignments should be located and classified by topic or by unit. So the next step would be create, but you will not be creating an assignment. You want to create a material. So once you click on material, you will have all these options. Make sure you put a title, description, and all that information. So let me show you one example that I have already here. So for that purpose, I am going to go into the three dots on the end of this line, and I'm going to say edit so you can see everything that is there. So my title is going to be Live Assistance Google Hangouts Meet. I want to make it that title so students can see it. And I am selecting this post to be as material because materials are always located at the very top. No matter what you do, no matter what assignments you post, no matter how many topics you add, the material section will always be on the top. So I am also adding this information. So I'm saying click on the link below, and I will be adding the link in just a second to access the live assistance from the teacher. I'm also adding the live assistance hours, and as you were indicated by your principals, you will have to have office hours every day, Monday to Friday, and you need to have a minimum of 2 hours. Make sure that you don't put those 2 hours together. You really want to have an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. So you're providing a little more options. If you want to have more than this time, is perfectly fine. This is the bare minimum time that you have to have available for the students to reach out to you. So what I'm doing down here is I'm pasting by doing Control V the information for the Hangouts Meet. This is the link. So what I'm doing is I'm Control X to cut it from that point, and I will be adding it as a link down below. Control V to paste. I add the link, and that link will be available here on the bottom of my assignment. At this point, I think I can very easy just delete this section, and all I have left from what I copy in the beginning is join by phone. So this is a phone number that the students can use to join you using their cell phone number, and the PIN number with the pound sign. Once you have created this material post, make sure that you are saving it. Do not include a topic, because if you include a topic, it will be moved to a different location, and you want to keep it at the top. So save, and once you have it saved, it will live at the very top of your Google Classroom page, where your students can access directly. So if your students are accessing the Google Classroom for all the information, all the assignments that you're posting, they will click on the Hangouts Meet link, and that way they will access your help. Now, they do not need to have an extension. They don't have to have access to Google Hangouts Meet on their own. They cannot, I don't know, I'm not completely sure, but if they may not be able to create their own Hangouts Meet, but they will be able to access yours as a teacher. So that is a way to put your link to the Google Hangouts Meet into Google Classroom. Now we have the other option. How can we also create this link without creating um, an event on your calendar? So what you have to do is go back into the waffle icon, and then, like we said in the beginning, you will click on Meet, and it will take you straight to the page of the Meet. Right here, click on the white space, this white box that says Join or Start a Meeting. And then you will put the meeting name. So I'm going to say Funkhauser, and I don't know, maybe your subject. So I'm just going to say science for me, just as an example. I'll say continue. In this way, I am provided with the option. This is like a preview of your camera. And I also can click join now. And the information that we had before, that information is also provided here. Remember, this is a new session. It's not the same session that we created before, but you also have access to this information, the information that we got from the calendar, the link that you need to share with your students in Google Classroom, and also the phone number and PIN number that they need to use to contact you using their cell phone. So this is how you will be creating your Google Hangouts Meet for your students. Make sure that you stay in contact with them. They need you at this time. They need your help. So try to get them that help this way if you cannot see them in person. Thank you so much for watching this little video, and I hope to see you soon.